Get theme music. Oh, we are live. We are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
We have missed you.
Yes,
It seems like forever since we've been on.
it has been a few months, I think.
And I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give it a second for people to show up. I'm gonna bop over here to Facebook and I'm gonna do my shares.
Just gonna share to everybody, so everybody
I do. Yeah, I share all over Facebook. If you have a Facebook page that would allow me to share, I would be happy to share there. But sadly, okay, that's on your page. I can't do anything on your page. I got to go to my page because my page is public.
Yeah, I should be able to.
I can't share from your page except to people that are on the page.
Okay.
It's weird.
Here it says you can share to friends.
Yeah, I can share to anyone because mine is a public page. So I do get the crackpots, of course, you know that. But hey, they'll have that. So yeah, let me share to all my private pages.
Share away.
Share away. We want everyone to know.
Yeah, get me out there.
We are doing this.
Out there.
Well, yeah, I really hope that we can get you some some recognition online, and people know who you are. And
Sydney was busy. She's so busy she didn't have time for me.
Well, then nobody watch. Then we don't want anybody to watch. Just kidding.
No, just kidding.
One more share. One more. And
this is so good.
Then we're ready to go. One more. It's nice that they're all on top of the list when I hit share. It works out really, really well. And then I just need to share it to my page. Share. I don't do a story. I don't know how to do that. So, okay, I'm back. Hello, Facebook user. Blessings to you as well. Sid. Hello, Sid. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
Happy New Year, and I hope all is amazing with you. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Jocelyn. Hello. Long time no see. And Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
So we've got a few people that are on. Facebook user, if you are new or even if you're old, StreamYard is very, very weird. And if you've been here a while, StreamYard will suddenly just not recognize who you are. So if you click on the link at the top of the post, it will take you to StreamYard and you just agree that they can show your name and then your name will appear on Facebook. And if not, just put, like Debbie does, put your name after, after who you are. And then we know. So,
because it is finicky too, because you got to do it to every page.
Yeah, you're right. It's also somebody. Oh no, who's having snow?
Debbie must be. She lives in Emilton.
Okay.
It's like an hour from here. But yeah, she was my client today. I had her today. And
okay.
Ran into some snow because on our way home. Well, you made it home safe, so that's great.
We miss you too, Jocelyn. You got to start coming back on the lives.
Yeah,
I know we've had way less than usual, obviously.
But we're back better than ever.
That's right. We are back. We're going to be doing some cool stuff this year if it all comes together. We got to talk more about some of the adventures that we want to have and that we want to share with you guys.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Mary Kay. Oh, hi, Mary Kay. My cat knocked my laptop off and the screen is cracked. So there was like a line and it looked like Mary J. So I'm like, who's Mary J? Hi.
Mary J. Blige. Wow, we've made notoriety.
Pam is in Idaho and they're having snow and wind. Lynn is in Lynn, one of our group is in Nebraska and they're getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah, it's getting hit hard over in the middle of the heartland.
We're just getting rain and really high winds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a part. You live in Parker, and it's snowing in Seneca. All right. And Sid says hi, Pam. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. I am Karen, as many of you may or may not know. This is my beautiful soul sister, Katrina. And I will let her introduce our very special guest tonight.
Yes, I am so excited that my dear friend decided to join us tonight. Hopefully she doesn't unfriend me.
I'm so excited to do this. No worries. I couldn't do it last time. So
yeah, well, it worked out. It worked out better because we needed time off anyway. But yeah, we're happy to have my friend Wendy. She's a talented sound bowl healer as well. She's a natural. I've been to a few of her online classes, as well as I went to an actual one, which was awesome. I highly recommend it. It was just, I'm going to do it again. I want to do it at least monthly. Mm-hmm. They're just spectacular. The healing, as healers, we forget to heal ourselves, right?
Yep. Tell me about it.
It's the first time I had a healing done in like 4 or 5 years. So it was incredible. Wendy, I'm telling you, watching her play, which we'll get to later, but she's a natural. The way she holds her, it's just amazing. And the sounds that she's able to put out on these is just, you're going to be transcended. That's all I got to say.
You're making me
well, it's true. I'm really impressed, and it's our pleasure to have you on here. And Wendy also, she owns her own business called Mangatas Muse, and she's opening up her own studio here soon. So I'm very excited about that. So I'll let Wendy take it away. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Oh my gosh! Well, so I'm so grateful for both of you. First, to say thank you so much for inviting me on. This opportunity is amazing to me. I'm actually giddy about this. So thank you. I love playing for people. So to be able to get out there and do some virtual session, I'm just excited. So let's talk about my journey. Well, I am probably the jack of all trades. I've been in healthcare for over 30 years. And my last job, I would negotiate contracts for hospital systems to use the product that I marketed exclusively. So I traveled all over the place. I was in the operating room space. I sold a specialty surgical table, and I got to travel a lot. But as you can imagine, it was very stressful. So I have been meditating on and off for years, and I've been doing yoga. I went to my first sound bath a year ago, probably pretty close to today. It was probably a year ago. And I guess actually, let me rewind. I guess it was 22. Everything's blending, right? So January 22, I went to my first sound bath, and I got to tell you, I was actually pretty resistant. I don't like that fan running over the stove. Drives me crazy. So I thought, all right, I'll give it open my mind, right? Just say yes. So I stayed, and I went home. I slept the best I ever slept. I was like a noodle. I thought, okay, I got to look into this. And I went to another sound bath, and then I bought my very first bowl. This is her. This is my very first bowl.
I love the color.
Isn't she beautiful? Yes. I bought her in June of 22. And this is the note of E, and she is for your solar plexus. As most women, I struggle with self-confidence. And so I thought I would add this to my meditation practice. She is tuned to 440. So I got this one here first. So then I bought another, and this is a frosted quartz crystal. We'll review that in a little bit. I bought another one, and then another one, and then another one.
I can tell.
Right? Because we can buy them in sets, but I was like, I'm not sure. I just think wherever my heart went, I bought one, bought another one. I said, I like this one. I like this one. And I just kind of pieced them together. And then the next thing I know, I had a full chakra set. And in September, I was having some issues at work, and just the healthcare system is kind of crumbling. If any of you are involved in it, it's not the same as it used to be. And I went to my first tarot card reading ever. And she said, I don't see you doing this corporate thing any longer. I see you doing something more involved with helping people. And I went home that day and I signed up for a certification class. I'm like, I'm all in. I'm all in. It was a very intense course. It was about 4 months long. I graduated the end of January 23. I opened my first studio in April 1st of 23 at Impel Pilates and Yoga Studio. They rented me a space right there on Main Street in Franklin. And I've been doing group sound bath sessions. I've done some spiritual weekends. I did get certified in Reiki at the time. That was in November of 22. And I love Reiki. But Katrina and I have talked about this. I love Reiki and sound. I like to combine the two. That's where my passion is. And I also started mandala art. You can see, I don't know if you guys, I got one started, a wall piece here. It's not.
Let me show my piece. Can I show my piece that you made for me?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, give me a second.
And I'm gonna be needing one of those in the future, just so you know.
Let me know. Black and purple.
Black and purple, yes, absolutely.
Look at this.
I got you.
That is so beautiful. And I got to see it in person. It is even more gorgeous in person.
It's on a Lazy Susan, so it spins around.
Yes, it's so amazing.
Saw the
Thank
tag
you. Thank
I
you.
love it. It's my favorite. I love it so much.
I just got a 24-inch piece that I'm making for the new baby, my new grandbaby that's coming in March. So I'm very excited to start that one here soon. But as Katrina alluded to, I'm opening a new studio. It's crazy. I can't believe it's happening. So if you guys, you're local, it's at the Wildcat Mansion here it's actually Cranberry Township. It's just outside Franklin. And my studio is going into the attached building called the Carriage House. There's an antique store there now. There's actually an arcade going in. And then I am putting in a studio and a little shop. So
I'm excited.
I will be selling my mandalas there. I also make my own incense, and this path has just been amazing. I have been truly blessed. I really, really have been loving life. I didn't know that you could love life this much, honestly.
Yeah.
So glad to be out of corporate. So that's where my path started and now where I am today. So I hope to be opening the new studio February 1st. The store probably won't be ready till March 1st, but I'm very excited for you guys to see the concept that's going into it without giving too much away. But I will be helping people beginning their spiritual journeys. There are a lot of metaphysical shops out there, so I kind of want to specialize. Because for a sound bath, I want to get you started. A lot of people going to different craft shows and stuff, visiting my booth. How do you get started? What crystals do I want to buy? How do I, know what goes with what? Where can I wear it? So I want to be that teacher for people who are starting their journey.
And you're good. You do Wednesdays with Wendy. Been watching. You're so funny. You're natural. You're so good on a camera. But
thank you. I would not have said that. It took me 31 days of peace, light, and love meditation every day to get on the camera.
You're a natural. You really are. I think this is just, you're meant to do this. But it's needed, and and you really help people. And, you make everything so simple and understand, and you're very approachable.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. You probably wouldn't have said that if you met me in my corporate days.
we do have our alter egos. When I come home from the office, I shed all that and become the me that you see sitting here with my moons and my squishmallows and my cats and all that other, good stuff that we do. So,
well, I'm glad you found that, because I'm going to just say it. I was a cuckoo bird, and I have squirrel brain like a lot of women do. And I could not shut it off. And if you guys know what RBF is, Have you ever?
Yes. My daughter has that actually naturally.
Yeah, my daughter said that I scared most of her friends' moms because I always had RBF because I was off somewhere else. It wasn't that I was mean. I was just, processing the next step instead of
Right.
in the moment. And this has definitely taught me to be present. Let's focus on today, what's happening now, and just enjoy every moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, how did you come up with a name for your business? It's very unusual.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for asking. It's Swedish, actually. It's Mangata. I was a swimmer my almost whole life. I swam in college, and my last name was Mooney. So I'm a Cancer. So double whammy there, Mooney, and I'm Cancer. So I'm definitely driven by the moon phases and being next to the water. I loved being in the water, very, very young age. Before I could walk, I was swimming. And so I was trying to find something that would incorporate both those concepts, kind of who I am. So Mangata in Swedish means the moon's reflection on the water. So that's how I came up with the name. Yeah.
That's
Really
awesome.
cool. Yeah, it took a lot of thought, because you really want to. You made it your own. It's very personal, and
I guarantee you, nobody in PA has that name.
I'm going to guess that you're correct, ma'am. I'm going to guess you're correct.
Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. It's very memorable. It's something you won't forget, and it's so you. It really is. It is so you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to come up with names, for your business and stuff, and something original, something that's true to you. And I think it's going to fit you for forever. You know what I mean? Like it's something that's you're just going to evolve into.
Well, I thank you. I really hope so. My challenge recently, as some of you, if you follow me, I'm learning how to read runes. I've been very much driven to research actually my heritage. And Katrina, I had some conversations about this. I'm Ukrainian, which is Eastern Slovakian. And in my studies, I found, why am I so drawn to the Viking rituals and so forth? And well, Eastern Slovakian is very much a spin-off of the Viking traditions. They're very influenced by that. So when I read that, I was like, Goth also and Baltic. There's a couple, not so much Germanic, that's more Western Slovak, but I'm like, oh, well, this makes sense. It's all coming into play. So I'm now trying to mesh my name into the runes in my new concept at the new studio.
Nice.
So,
how exciting.
Thank you.
We'll have to have you back on, talk about your runes and everything. Have you do some rune readings.
Oh, that would be fun. I would like that. Well, I don't know if you guys saw, I made that mandala for a casting board with the realms on it. So
yeah, it's beautiful.
On Christmas Eve, I go, I was sleeping.
Yeah. Nice. Now, how many singing bowls do you have? Because I know you have a lot, because you have some new ones there that I didn't see at the studio.
Well, I think they were kind of hiding. So I have 4 sets. And when I say sets, I sort of use that loosely for some of them because some are a set of 5, some are a set of 4. I have a set of 8 chakra bowls. So starting with, I don't know if you guys can see this one here, this big one here. This is the note of C, and she is tuned to 432. She's a 12-inch frosted quartz crystal. And then I have this set here. This set is this is my baby. I had these ones custom made. These are called Quantum Healing. And
my favorite.
I just love these guys. And my goal with them, the reason why I had these ones made, I hope to target addiction centers and work with people who have struggled with addiction. My instructor, her story is beautiful. She was an addict and both drugs, alcohol. And she went to her first sound bowl session and never touched drugs again. And she's out on the West Coast and she donates her time to addiction centers out there. And I've worked a little bit with them, and the results that I've had, it's amazing. So these were specifically made a lot of sharps to work with your endocrine system. And these are also tuned to 440. These are my newest set. They're called Angel.
Oh.
Yes, this one here. This is my pink tourmaline. And these
wow.
we tuned to 528. Excuse me.
Tourmaline. That I never knew they made them other than crystal. I never.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That had to be incredibly expensive.
My babies were not cheap. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. I do have them insured.
Oh yes, I sell crystals. It's a part of what I do. I know how much that stuff costs.
Yes. Well, and some of these, so as I mentioned, there are several different kinds of singing bowls. And, I think a lot of us have heard they're popping up everywhere, right? Sound healers are popping up everywhere. This one here, it's just a mini version, but this is what you normally see, the Tibetan, the metal one. Mm-hmm. And this is what I would use. I would travel with this one because obviously I couldn't take these with me. And you can just, if you hold it on your hand here, that's just a little one. I don't mess with the Tibetan bowls. And we'll talk about that right now. The Tibetan bowls, they're a fascinating process in how they make them. Every 19 out of 20 bowls that are truly authentic bowls are rejected. Only 1 out of 20 is usually accepted through the process.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But they set the Tibetan bowls on the client, and you run into some risky business when you do that. So if somebody has a pacemaker and you set a Tibetan bowl on someone with a pacemaker, you might end up calling the ambulance because those vibrations can actually interrupt the pacemaker. So I don't mess with the Tibetan bowls. This one's mine. We're going to put her off to the side. And then the frosted quartz crystals. This is what you're going to see. But I bet if you guys look out there, most of the people that you see, they either have a solid color one or they're all white. And they'll have a set of the chakra bowls, which are all white.
That's what I have. We saw mine. Yeah, I have the colored, but they're all the frosted chakra bowls I use.
Correct. And these are also, they're frosted quartz crystals. So you still have the crystals in them. But those are typically, when you see these, they're usually natural notes. You can get them in sharps. There are no flats in sound healing. Get that out there. Even though if you guys are into music theory, some sharps are flats anyways, but we don't use those. We use sharps. So you can get them in sharps, but typically when you see these are natural notes. And each note corresponds to one of your chakras.
Right.
Okay? So there's those. And then another set that I have, they're straight sharps. They're, for instance, this one here, I have 2 different styles. This is a D sharp.
Wow, listen to that.
She likes to sing.
Yeah.
So this is a medicine bowl, and you can actually stick an intention up in there to help motivate the healing process. If you come to one of my sessions and you snore, if I swirl and point it at you, it tends to help. I'm not sure if that's
I need one here for my husband.
Yeah. I got some people that would like me to try that. Go ahead, Shelly, say it.
So this is a D sharp, and I have a set of bowls that I managed that set, and she's actually tuned to 432. I have another physician bell here. This one. She also is very helpful for people who snore. This is a G
sharp. My face right in front of that. I'm taking it all in. I have a question. You said they're tuned to a certain frequency. Is that the way they're made, or is there something you do to them?
That's the way they're made.
Okay.
Yes.
So it never changes over time.
No.
Okay.
Now, well, there's one way that it can change. There's one way that it could change. It's highly unlikely that the frequency would change. I can't speak 100%. If you break a bowl, which I've actually broke 3.
I've broken 1.
Did you cry?
Yeah. And well, one was the one that goes to my quantum healing set here. And that one is going to be repaired. It takes 14 weeks to repair them. And they have to be broken in such a way for repair. And then they're called morph bowls. And their sound is going to change. But usually when a bowl breaks, it's because it's done its job. And I've broken 3 bowls and they're all D's. So what's going on with my sacral chakra? I'll own it. It's happening. All 3 were D's. I can't believe it. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Not again.
She's spinning too fast. My sacral chakra is spinning too fast. So, and then as I mentioned, you have the 528s, and these are crystal alchemy bowls. Okay, these 2 bell bowls that I showed you are also alchemy, but they're single alchemy. These here, I'll show you this one. This is a double alchemy. Okay, this is Tibetan copper quartz.
Wow.
Yes, wow. And she is in the note of F. I love this bowl.
Holy
so targets your heart chakra.
Yeah, I felt it.
That's fine.
Yeah, she likes to sing too.
Yeah.
Then, as I mentioned, you have this pink tourmaline, and she's the note of C. So what I thought I would do is play some of the different frequencies for you in the different alchemies. She is a double alchemy as also because she's got the pink tourmaline and then the quartz crystal in her. And you can kind of hear she just.
Oh, I just feel the tingles in my chest, like around
Me too. I love her. I feel it in my hands.
Yeah,
I love her.
Here, this one is a triple alchemy.
That's my favorite one. I love that.
Yeah, Katrina loves this one. Yes. So she is a triple alchemy, which means she has 3 precious either metals, crystals infused together. And she is in the note of C sharp. So she is Egyptian blue, platinum, and ocean gold.
She's beautiful.
3 that are in here. But then I have a double, which is just the Egyptian gold. So it doesn't have, or the Egyptian blue. It doesn't have the. This is 528.
I like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love how it just keeps going.
My alchemies just, and you and I have talked about this when we were talking about your bowls. Some just love to sing. You know, I will tell you that the alchemy bowls definitely resonate easier than the frosted quartz crystals.
Yeah.
You really have to just swirl and swirl and swirl. And these half the time, I can't even get the whole way around, depending on how they are. They are like my babies. Some sing a lot, and a lot of that has to do with what's going on with me. If my frequency, my energy's off, there are some days that, you know, I'm struggling to get some of them to play. And then other times they're just like, wah, 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 wah. Yeah. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So they're a lot of fun. But I thought what I would do for you right now, this, as I mentioned, is a frosted quartz crystal. She is in the note of C, and she is for your root chakra. And she's the size of the bowl and the way you swirl also makes a difference. So she is a 12-inch frosted quartz for grounding. So the larger the bowl, the better for grounding. Where if you get to these smaller bowls, so this one is a G sharp, ebony gold, alchemy. It's a higher tone. She's smaller. So when you're looking at 7 inches and below, that's more for acceleration. Okay. And when you swirl to the right, you're drawing in energy. And when you swirl to the left, you're releasing energy.
Yeah.
Yes. And some bowls, if you have a set, you should work with them, because I have some bowls that like to sing better when I swirl to the right versus to the left.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
yeah. And then sometimes I have to chime them to get them to sing. Sometimes I have to tap them and then swirl. And that's typically with some of my alchemy bowls that I have to do that with.
Talk a little bit about your stick, what you use too, because that's important.
Yes. So there are a couple different sticks out there. When you buy your bowls, depending on where you get them from, you can get a decent set on Amazon. And a 7 chakra bowl set on Amazon from a fairly reputable, you got to watch, as with anything, with your crystals and so forth, you got to watch. You can get them for about $600, $700, just the frosted quartz crystal. They're typically one color for each chakra. As you guys may know, each chakra has their own designated color. And you usually get this sucker right here.
Yeah, the ball.
I am not a fan. I watch some people and they just swirl, and I just don't feel I have the control with this one. I'm not saying it's bad. Just for me, it's not my favorite.
It wasn't mine either, so I got you. I always slip off with that. I found.
Oh, yeah. And then you're like, I'm hitting the side and I'm right?
Yeah.
This is what you normally get. Or they might send you this one. This is a suede wand. And some people love it. You know, when you swirl, you get that grinding.
You can hear that, kind of sound.
Yeah, it's nails on a chalkboard to me, but some of my clients love it. So sometimes I'll mix it in there. Now, most of the time, I use this. And Katrina, I know you have something that's different. I had one at one time where it was actually a crystal rod wrapped in silicone.
Yeah, I have one of those. Yeah.
And those will really make your frosted quartz crystals.
Really? I should try it. I have it for my crystal pyramid, but I never used it on my quartz bowls.
Oh, yeah, use it, because if it's lined with silicone, it will really help your frosted bowls sing. But this is what I get. I go through a distributor for my alchemy bowls, and they're from a company called Crystal Tones out in California is where I get them from. And so you usually get the silicone. Am I saying it silicone? Yeah. Wand, with them. So I prefer these, and you can clean them. It's funny when you swirl them, they get kind of icky, but I just get the magic eraser when I'm online and I'll clean them. But these really make a huge difference when you're playing your bowls. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you use to clean your bowls with?
Oh, just wipe them down with a damp cloth.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can store them on shelves. I always store mine upside down on shelves, but if you store them, most people store them upright. I always store them upside down just because of where my shelving is located in my studio.
Probably safer.
Yeah,
I never thought of that.
Yeah, they can
learn all kinds of shit today.
Well, if you wouldn't mind after the show, Wendy, sharing some of the resources with people, just put it in the comments under the show post on Metaphysical Parlor. So if anybody's interested in looking into it, where did you learn? I mean, obviously you're not self-taught. Some people are, but where would be somewhere just for the basics? Like someone's like, I just want to do it for myself. Where can I learn the basics?
So a couple of different options that you have there. When you are looking for a sound healer to go to, I always say, do your homework, ask the questions. And I'm going to get a little naked, get a little real here. The course I took, as I mentioned, it was pretty extensive. It was out of California. Susie was my teacher through the Copper Vessel and the Sound Healers Academy. And it was like a college course. You had homework every week. You had groups that you had to meet on. We had homework. I had to log all of my hours. I had to have over 1,000. What was it? It's like 500 hours or something like that, just a playing time in that time. And I had to have so many different other experiences, groups, singles, things like that. That might have been exaggerating. I don't know if it was that high, but it was very extensive. I had papers. I had to write papers. I had books that I had to read.
Yeah.
So you can go on to Yoga Renew and get a 20-hour sound healing session for, I think it's like $80. You will see them on Instagram or Facebook and do a course, and it's $149. So there's a bunch of variances out there, and I'm happy to talk to you. You know, Katrina sent me a lovely individual who has a set, and I invited them to the studio and showed them my bowls and kind of led them like, this is what you should do. This is what you should practice. How I've even had people, even though I don't do the Tibetan ones, like these can be hard to get to sing, and I, will show them. So if you're interested, definitely reach out to me. I could talk sound all day. So I'm happy to work with you if you are interested. And you
should definitely have classes when you get your studio open.
That's the goal. I would eventually like to be a distributor for the crystal tones. I'm still kind of processing that and weighing that out.
Awesome.
Yes, I tend to bite off more than I can chew. So
I feel that. That's why I'm not even getting into this. I'm not throwing my name in the hat yet. I got too many other projects stacked up waiting for me to get to them.
Yes, yeah. And then when you're in, you tend to be like all in.
All in, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I like to read tarot. I think I have like over 50 decks already. And I have not really been reading that long. I should not have that many decks. It's bad. It's like an obsession.
Yeah, it becomes obsession.
It is. It's an obsession. And 90% of them I don't even touch.
Yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful though. They're just beautiful. I just got a set of runic tarot cards, and the artwork is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So
that's like that set I just got. I am just in love. The artwork is just so amazing. And
I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, they are amazing. Nancy loved them so much she ordered a set because I showed her, and she's like, I gotta have those too. So I'm spreading the sickness of the obsession of tarot cards.
It's okay. It's allowed. You can never have too many.
Exactly.
Have too many.
I'm an enabler, so that's like that's what I told Karen was thinking about buying them. I'm like, get them.
I love that about you, though. I do.
Well, and I actually use my bowls to cleanse my new decks. Because somebody, that a lot of people don't know, that the vibration can cleanse your crystals too.
Nice.
So sometimes when I do group sessions, if it's a larger group in particular, I will place crystals throughout the bowls, and they actually work off of each other. The vibration actually helps to accentuate some of the vibration of the bowls.
Nice. Absolutely. Yeah, and you can use them to cleanse spaces and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You just use Reiki for all that stuff. But yeah, that's the sound is just amazing. You don't even think of it,
Yes. Yeah.
Like I said, I sat through a session with Wendy, and I'm telling you, me and Sherry both were just like, fuck, we're doing this a lot.
A lot.
I felt like I was like, it was weird. It was like I was there, but I wasn't. And I just felt my body just felt like it was just like kind of like in part of the room,
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was seeing things. I was like, had all these weird visions, and I was like, but yeah, you feel so good, And then I felt so light and felt so happy. Me and Sharon, our way home, were just nah the whole way talking about it.
And I'm definitely going to plan it when I come back. Definitely.
Yes. And I got the best night's sleep, and I felt great too in the morning when I woke up. I mean, usually when I wake up, I'm pretty kind of tired because I get up early because of my dogs, but I felt great.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
It's feedback like that that makes me just want to do this all
I felt like my throat chakra, like I felt something. It was weird. Like I felt something like just like if like a snake like slither out.
Oh, okay. You lost me there because I'm phobic of snakes. Sorry.
You have a snake running somewhere around in your studio.
Nice.
That's what it felt like. That's like something crawled like off me, you know, and I could feel it crawling. And then, you know, and I'm just laying there like, okay.
Would it get rid of it, my attachments? Because you know, I'm always picking up hitchhikers. That would really probably help me out a lot.
It helps your aura. You know, if you think about some of the crystals during my session today, we talked about amethyst, and amethyst can help repair your aura. The same is true with some of your bowls. And actually, they do make a bowl with amethyst in it. They make it with
I would love that.
With black tourmaline.
I would too.
I had when I got my 528s, she initially picked out one that was moldavite with hectate on it, and it was gorgeous. It was for ego, and yeah, she was $3,600. So needless to say, I'm like, maybe after I'm big and famous, right? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, when I win the lottery,
we're working on it.
Go back and buy a moldavite bowl. Yes, but I mean, they have them for all different. I have one here that is. This one is actually with the mother of platinum, and this one helps you connect to the goddess Venus. Right? Yes. So I usually play that and my Tibetan copper quartz together because love, right? We can always have more love in the world. And my Tibetan copper quartz actually connects you to your ancestors, and it helps promote you living your best life. So each one of them, I have one that's indigo blue over here, and that, yes, she's the Jeep Sharp, but the blue also helps open your throat chakra. So they all have their own jobs in how they can facilitate. But I do want to say, Katrina, you brought up a really good point, right? That you are giddy and you are happy. Your first sound bowl experience, if you're not used to sound, can vary. You know, you might not have that first experience because you might have some walls up. But once you go to it and you understand it, the next time you go, every time you do a sound bowl session, your experience could be different because of what's going on.
It's like Reiki.
Yeah.
Reiki's the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if your chakra's off, right? Well, clearly like my sacral chakra's off. You know, I'm still struggling to get that open and get that release. But I will tell you, when I first started sound, I had many events where I would just come up and just tears streaming down my face because it just unblocked something within my heart chakra.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of emotional healing with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I can feel it. I
better bring the box of tissues because, you know, I'm pretty open. So there's going to be a flood.
I'm open. I have no blockages. I have no walls. I'm like, you know, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Just go in. And sometimes, I think I've mentioned this during my sessions, it happens after because there's always aftercare, right? There's the things that you can expect. You might see colors. I have one person who actually sees vibration washing over them with each shift of the bowl.
Wow. Yeah, I saw color. I saw the bright blue and green, like green clouds. It was really weird.
Heart chakra, right? Opening up that heart chakra. The blue is the throat. But you can afterwards, I always say, try not to do the comfort foods. You want to eat grounding.
I'm so bad. I came home, Wendy, and I had a cinnamon roll. I am so bad. And I'm like, I was going to take a picture and send it to you, but I can help myself.
Well, so my husband, I came home that night and we were starving because it was just a long day. And he made macaroni and cheese.
There you go.
You're not practicing what you preach. I'm like, hey, I haven't eaten since 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Any port in a storm when you're that hungry, okay?
Exactly. He's like, I didn't eat my hand for crying out loud. So So I always suggest after a sound bowl session too is to take a bath or a shower to help wash away any
I did do that.
negativity. And a lot of my clients will come back and tell me, I just started sobbing in the shower. It's that last little release that they needed to get them through. And then they just felt so much better. They slept better. Candles, incense, journaling. And typically, a lot of times people have weird dreams that night. So I would say keep a journal next to your bed when you wake up and journal about what might have come up for you. So
I always have weird dreams. That's a whole.
I was going to say, yeah, we always have really weird dreams. So, that might not be a good thing that it's going to get weirder. But we are at 7:45.
Okay.
I can't believe the time flies so much when we're having so much fun. Are we going to get to experience a little bit of sound healing with you?
Yes, let's lead us away.
Yes. Well, real quick. So typically I play the bowls, but you'll see I have some other instruments here. I like to break them up because sometimes just doing the swirling nonstop can be super intense, but there are other sounds that can help with healing. I have chimes, so you might hear that. This is a monochord that I play, if you could hear that. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
And then I have a tongue drum, like a 2-year-old banging on that. And then this is my favorite, and I get a lot of different responses from this. This is a rain drum.
Oh.
So
it sounds different. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, a lot of
people ask her. I'm like, I gotta ask you something.
Yeah, it's different, right? And then I have a shaman drum. And then I know, Katrina, you also have a triangle, but usually I start with the triangle and get people to kind of settle down that way. So,
and what I'm going to do, just so you guys know, if you're looking at the screen, I'm going to take Katrina and I out of the video so that you go big screen so they can see what you're doing.
Okay.
So if we're ready, I'm going to go ahead and take us. We'll still be able to see, we'll be able to see, and you'll be able to hear us if we say something. But
okay, and always let me know if you guys can't hear something. Please let me know if I need to switch things up. So, well, thank you again, everyone, for joining me. And I hope that you'll contact me if you would be interested in coming to a session. I do have a virtual session scheduled for tomorrow night on YouTube. It's from 8 to 9 o'clock at night. And I basically put you to sleep. I don't bring you up out of the meditation and the session. So if you want to drift off, you can. Otherwise, I will chime a bell and you can come out, but you're nice and relaxed for the rest of the day. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I'm happy to send you that link. So first thing we're going to do, if you're sitting upwards, we're going to root down into our seat. Let's just take a couple of breaths, breathing in through your nose and sighing out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and sigh out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you'd like, you can close your eyes if you don't want to watch me and just immerse yourself in the experience. Allow your eyes to drift up towards your third eye center. Starting in Ujjayi breath of breathing in through your nose, pausing at the top, and exhaling through your nose, pushing it out. Focusing on your breath, focusing on being present. Tuning in, being here, enjoying this space. take a moment now, if you tuned out, to come back to your breath and back to my voice. Focus on any thoughts that might have come up for you during this session, this brief session. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. A new chapter or phase is starting to your life. Remember, life is an adventure to explore whilst you have fun. This is going to be great. It's time to live your life. It's time for change. Embrace it.
Wow, that was amazing.
Did you guys hear everything okay?
Yeah. The sound, this time it's actually sounded like water with your rain drum. I felt it felt like water. Yeah. Oh, it was awesome.
Good.
Yeah,
It absolutely did.
Share your experiences. You can either write to us now, or you can share on the bottom of the video of what you experienced. First thing I saw was two hands holding like this.
Ooh.
Sirius Black enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Lizzie's sleeping. She's down here sleeping. My dogs, Wendy was doing this 30 days of meditation, sound healing. So every morning, 8 o'clock, I was on the couch, and so were all of my dogs. I sent her a picture. But yeah, that was beautiful, Wendy. That was
it was amazing. The only thing I saw was I kept seeing like an arch shape of color that kept changing from blue to white to green to black.
Ooh, like a rainbow. Yeah.
And then, no, it was only those 4 colors. And then all of a sudden I thought to myself, I release all that is not serving me. And I literally felt a shiver go from the base of my spine all the way up to the base of my neck. And it was like something was just pulled right up out of me.
Oh,
it was crazy. I was just like, whoa.
That's amazing. I love to hear what everyone experiences. It's always so fascinating to me.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
What are people sharing? I can't. I'm a little bit too.
I've got very relaxing.
People enjoyed it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. 2 people. Shelly, thank you, Wendy. Very relaxing.
Amazing. Good.
It was beautiful. That's for sure. I could listen to that for hours.
I love to play. And sometimes I'm a little bit slow in the beginning because I got to work some of the nerves out. But then I just hit that groove and I'm just like in my own world. It is.
Yeah. You truly play. I mean, like I said, you're natural. You just know what sound needs to, what you need, and you play it by ear.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how does she know what to do next? Because at one point, my ADHD did take over.
It happened. You're human.
And it did take over after that violent shiver thing, and I was just like, open my eyes, and I'm like, whoa. So then my dog entered the room like she just did, and she was like would not stay out of the room, and so I started watching you, and you flowed like a ballerina, like you were dancing with the bowls. It was just absolutely beautiful.
I love watching her, her hands, like she just does the wand and just making this beautiful concoction, and it's just beautiful.
Thank you. And that means a lot because I used to, if you know me, everyone asks how I was a collegiate athlete because I legitimately walk into walls on a daily basis. I'd say just add water because I'm not graceful, but you
are graceful. You're very graceful.
Thank you.
When you're playing, you are. When maybe not the rest of the time, but when you're playing, you're extremely.
You're very graceful. So, like I said, you're a mermaid, and you're just playing, you're right in with the flow, and
it does. It almost feels like water flowing while she's playing. And And Celestial said she's ready to go to sleep. Somebody said, thank you, ladies, Facebook user.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times when somebody comes and sees the setup for their first time and then I play, they're surprised by the noises that they make. I think, we think of like, was kids, you get a glass that's crystal and you put your finger in the water and you would swirl. And then when you see the bowls, I think they think that's going to be similar to that, which it is a similar principle. But then some of the noises that they make, one of the things that I didn't talk about was binaural beats.
Love them.
Download. So these bowls are tuned to play. I'll see if I can get them to do it real quick. Like this with this one. It's like that wah, 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 wah. That binaural beat is what really helps heal. So you can download on iTunes binaural beats, and they're integrated sometimes with water sounds and whatnot, or it's actually just the music. So my bowls, I have a couple of them. I have a couple sets that do the binaural beats throughout too, and people are shocked by the noises that they can make.
I listen to those every night when I go to sleep.
Do you? The binaural beats?
Yes. Helps me sleep, helps me relax. Facebook user, hi, Jim.
Oh,
good to see you. Jim's a regular, and a StreamYard apparently decided that they don't recognize him anymore.
Oh,
is what it is.
Jim loves Wendy. He's so into the sound healing, and yeah, he'd be interested in learning about it. And yeah.
Yeah. Celestial said she listens to the binaural beats. Shelly said she needed that binaural beat. She loves that sound.
Awesome. Sometimes people will hear a sound. Well, you experienced that, Katrina, right? My lemon angel gold bowl.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, what was that? Make you a certain way at that time. And you're like, oh, and usually that means that's something you need to work on.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I liked the best, I think, was the tourmaline bowl. When you played that, yeah, that was just like, it sang to me.
Oh, I love this.
Sharon has to have one now.
Just to have it, because I don't know what the hell to do with it, but I just need it. Yeah. Yep, that's me.
She might sing to you on her own.
There you go. Wouldn't that be awesome? I've had weirder shit happen, so you just never know around here.
Oh, we've had some weird stuff at the studio when I've played. I've had bells randomly ring and doors slam where there's no doors. Yeah, some of the transients going through the building, sometimes they love my bowls and sometimes not so much.
Sometimes they don't. Yeah, I have buoy bells all over my yard. And I leave them up all year round. I have different sizes, so I get different tones. And when it's really windy, my neighbors probably hate me. But I don't. They just sing. They just sing to me.
Yeah. With
the different sounds and the tones, and they just complement each other. And I just love them. I just bought another one the other day. My obsessions.
So nice.
They make me happy.
I thank you guys so much for allowing me to play.
Oh, I thank you for doing it.
Thank you for doing it. We so enjoyed it and enjoyed learning. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think we all did. And, definitely organizing something in the future. We would love to do that. And of course, coming and seeing you in person whenever I can get scheduled to get down there. We will get that on the books ASAP.
I would love that. And I just want to stress too that especially this time of year, I would rather everyone be in person, but I did some sessions out by the river along the Allegheny during the summer. Ooh. This time of year, I'm pretty much hermit because I like the cold. So I stress virtual. You get the same benefit from a virtual session.
Absolutely.
I'm actually doing, if I could do a little plug here, I'm actually doing personalized sessions. So if you want a sleep session, a 15 or 20-minute session, I will do it just for you. You put your headphones in. I give you the link. You can use it every night. And it's $22 if you want me to put Reiki into it, which I can do that as well. It's $27 for a 20-minute session.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is good to know. Do you have a website or Facebook page where we can go and find all this information?
Yes, I have Facebook, Instagram, I have TikTok, but I'm not as religious with those as I am the other two.
No.
My Facebook page is Mangatas Muse. Make sure that when you look for my page, it's actually my sound bowls. For some reason, they created another Mangatas Muse, and it's just an M with an orange circle. Don't use that one. Use the one that's a picture. It's of the quantum healing sound bowls. On Instagram,
post all that in the comments.
Okay, I can do it.
Under the post on her page.
Okay.
And if you don't mind sending it all in our chat so I can post it on my page.
Okay. So on the chat here?
On yours, no, you can put it here or you can do it in our chat that you, me, and Katrina.
I'll do it that way because that's easier for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I'll send that to you guys and then I'll post it also.
Yeah, make sure ways to get a hold of you so people can contact you and watch you because you're on a lot. You do a lot of lives, you do a lot of stuff for free, which is
don't you do like a daily thing?
I did through December.
Again, I love it.
A lot of people have come to me and said, I want to learn how to meditate. I just can't meditate. So during the month of December, I did 31 days of peace, light, and love every morning at 8 a.m.
I missed it.
10 minutes. That's okay.
I shared it on Metaphysical Parlor page every day.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was amazing. Katrina's always posting my stuff. I appreciate you so much getting my name.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, I want people to find you.
Yeah, we want to help you succeed and help other small businesses grow and help more people because that's what we do for each other.
Well, I will tell you guys, I typically do some sort of bigger event. I have the group sessions every Wednesday at Impel from 6 to 7.
Okay.
And then I usually do once a month a larger group session or an event. Katrina went to the last one in December. So I'm doing something in Clarion this 20th. It's combined with the yin class. But I look to be doing a Valentine's Day session here at Impel again. And I've got lots planned with the Wildcat. Yeah, John and I have lots planned, some spiritual retreats. He posted his Solar Eclipse of the Heart events coming up. So we're going to be working together on that.
I'm excited.
I'm in.
Things. Oh, it's so many good things are happening. There's somebody that I work with in Tynesta. We do spiritual weekends. She owns a bed and breakfast. She's a hypnotist and a past life regression specialist and so forth. Her name is Lacey. She's amazing. So we have something coming up. We're doing a 1-day, 5-hour kind of bridge session, and then we're going to do some spiritual weekend. So I've got lots in the works, ladies. So everyone follow me. Lots.
Yes, follow her.
Yes, absolutely. Will do.
So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, wasn't it fun? Did you have fun?
It was a pleasure. But we are way past time as always. And thank you, Shelly. Shelly was like, wow, that was awesome. Definitely want to do this again and glad we got to share it. And maybe down the road we can share again. Just, as we evolve and grow and get back into, our following grows. And so we can let more people know. You will be on my YouTube channel. This streams to my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Please go follow me because I just started it not too long ago. I started a while ago, just really started using it. And I need followers so it can grow because I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. So go follow Purple Moon Sanctuary on YouTube.
Okay. Awesome. Again, I appreciate you ladies. And yes, have me back and I will not talk as much and I'll play more.
Oh,
no.
Great. No, Wendy, it was perfect. It was
perfect. Yes.
You taught so much. That's what I wanted, and then
we wanted to learn. We wanted to learn and we got to experience. It was perfect. It was perfect.
You did perfect.
Amazing. Oh, perfect.
10. You got a gold star.
All right. Then we will say goodnight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We love and appreciate you. Happy New Year and many blessings.
And join us next week.
Next week. Oh, who do we have next week?
We have Jason Trost from Cryptovania coming to
Oh,
talk
how exciting!
Bigfoot and aliens and
Yes,
interdimensional beings and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yep.
Ooh,
And you know what? Follow, invite, tag. These are open to everyone. Everyone is welcome. So we will say good night and blessed be to everyone.
Namaste.